Hey YouTube, how's it going, everybody? Hopefully everybody's doing well. Hopefully you're better doing than I'm doing right now. Hopefully you are doing better than I am right now. Don't ask what happened, I'm not going to tell you. So we got some pretty exciting news on the JP side of things pretty recently. We don't really know the full extent of the details of it. However, what I believe it is that in the future we are going to be able to make our own grand servant of 7 servants. We can make 7 servants our grand servant. I don't believe that you're limited by class. I don't believe that you're limited by really anything, but I could be completely wrong. We'd have to see, because really all that we know is that they announced that they're going to be doing something for grand servants. Being able to make your own grand servant. The grand servant system will be so that it can only be used in certain battles. It will not be a permanent thing, but it's going to make your character much, much stronger. Which, in theory, could be then used to do stuff like, I don't know, more challenging challenge quests, or like a harder farming node or something like that in the future. There's a lot of possibilities that you could do for it, or save it for like boss fights near the end. That'd be kind of interesting. You know, just fun stuff for the future. For now, though, a question has been floating around for a lot of people as like, okay, who are your grand servants going to be? And there's been a lot of jokes with it where people are like, I'm going to just level up 7 different Geronimos because I can. I'm going to level up every instance of Joan of Arc that I can find. Things like that, right? So it's, everybody has their own like funny little thing. Well, there's a fantastic little app right here from appmedia.jp that lets you pick out your grand servant and then print them out here so you can flex it on everybody else. Don't give all muscle ideas. I'm pretty sure I saw his already. And by the way, if you're on YouTube, I will link this down below, and if you're in the Twitch chat, play along with me. Here you go. Make your own. In fact, I'm going to do a really quick... There you go, I'll pin it for y'all.
Thoughts on picking from the 2 initial classes?
Well, that's what I am personally gonna do, is I'm gonna pick one from each of the 7 classes on JP, mostly because of how I've set up my own like JP account, right? I know who my characters are gonna be. And so it's the NA side where things get a little bit more weird for me. So here's who I'm gonna pick, chat. So to do this, you click on this. Oh, let me adjust this just a little bit. This website has like 1,000,001 things that look like an ad, so I'm trying to spare you from all of that visual noise. So forgive me if it's a little bit odd. So let's start with sabers. It'll give you your options of who you want to pick for your sabers. I do need to actually zoom out of this. So like right there. Okay. So for me on JP, I actually have a couple of options. Okay. Something about the grand system I neglected to mention. What it does is you can equip Bond CEs to your grand servant as a passive, as opposed to it being like its own like thing. The Bond CE can just go onto the character, while they can also have a different CE with it. And I don't remember if Bond 10 is a requirement or not, but I do remember that they have to be level 100 for you to be able to. They have to be level 100 and 10-10-10 skills. Just the normal skills, not the append skills. If you meet those requirements, you can make your character a grand. So if you're on NA, you have 2 years to plan that.
Bim, bum, bum, bum.
I hope that they do also add like the equip Bond CE as a passive for more things. I think that because I don't know. I've been saying that shit for years, haven't I? That is how you fix Bond CEs, is you make them equipable passives. It's really just that easy. And here we are, 2025, they're doing it. So, I'm going to start with my JP lineup, right? Of who I'm going to pick for my grands, for who my grands are. And so we have, first off, Theseus. I have a level 90 Theseus right now, but I will be... Put him with the good ascension. I will be making him a level 100 eventually, right? It just has to happen. Not Bargus. This is for JP, not NA. And so my archer... Sugitani. I have Bargus on JP, I just don't have Bargus Grailed on JP. So my philosophy with JP, for how I built my JP account, is that I wanted to do... For my Grailed servants, I primarily wanted to do low rarities. Lower rarity characters, and that was going to make up my lineup. And for the most part, that is what my support list is. So for example, like my archer, my go-to single target archer is Sugitani. I love Sugitani. Sugitani is maybe one of my favorite servants that released last year. She's so fun to use. And by last year, I mean 2 years ago now, technically. Close to a year and a half, but whatever. Yeah, she is really fun to use, really, really strong. I have her at level 100. She's fantastic. I love using her. The Grand Low Stars, that's why he's the GOAT. Well, just wait till you see who my Lancer is. I think I could rip. Yeah, number 2. Also at level 90 on my JP account is my Marianning. I'm a diehard Marianning fan. I support her 100%.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's the MVP. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
I love her. I will go to bat for her any day of the week. I think that she's one of the most fun characters to use in FGO for a low rarity. She has a lot of really good practical application as well, but she gets slept on super hard because she's a 1-star Lancer. Right? I really like her. I think she's really fun. I would honestly just like to see more people use her. I think she's one of the only characters that did a taking a look at video for who was not released on JP when I did that video. She's great. I highly recommend her. I only have her at 90 right now, so I need to work on her in the future. This is the problem, is that right now I'm 120ing Yui, and that is absorbing my grails. But, you know, we can work with this. Next up, Ryder. See, here's the thing. I have a low rarity Ryder, who I do have at 90, who I may make a grand, and that's Mandricardo. My thing is, though, is that even though I have Mandricardo and I use Mandricardo, I don't use him enough. But then again, it's very rare when I need a single target Rider for some reason. So his niche for me just never comes up. If I was to replace one of the classes with Yui, for instance, to make Yui a Grand Caster, it would probably be Mandricardo. But, you know, I like him. He's cool. I need to finish leveling his skills, because I believe I have him at 10-110 right now, is the thing. In Theseus, I also don't have his skills fully leveled, because this motherfucker needs so many little swords. So many little swords that I just don't have. But yeah, Mandricardo, pretty good. I like him. Why is Saber Stalfo's Bond CE kind of busted? What? I don't believe you, but I will check. Let me see. Also, why are you looking at Saber Stolfo? What do you mean by that? You have a level 100 Saber Astolfo? Is that what you're telling me? Saber Astolfo's Bond CE increases own NP damage by 30%, increases own critical damage of Buster cards by 100% for 3 turns. Doesn't he have 1 Buster card? Yeah, he's got that 1 Buster card. It's not a bad Bond CE. In fact, as a passive, that's not bad at all. The NP damage up is really good because Astolfo's NP damage is not great. So it's actually not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. Caster. Y'all know who it is. Anybody who follows my JP account knows exactly who my Grand Caster is going to be. So, chat, you tell me. Who is it? Surely my community knows who my Grand Caster is, right? The NP13 one? Damn, y'all actually... Damn. Yeah, it's the boy, the Bab. It's my fucking man. It's gotta be my man. See, I don't think I'm gonna make Mandricardo grand. I think for me, it has to be Yui. Yui has to be on this list, right? Ooh. Yeah, these two, I think, are gonna have to be there. It's like, I like Mandricardo, but I love Yui. No rider? I guess not. Not for this. Not this time. Yeah, but Babbage, I have Babbage at level 100. Babbage hits like a goddamn truck. People sleep on Babbage super hard, mostly because it's like he's a Buster Beatstick caster, which is so weird. And they see his AOE NP and they're just like, what the fuck? It's like, I don't get me wrong. If his NP was single target, he'd probably be one of the better low star DPS casters. Not that there's very much competition in that, but it's still like a solid thing. I just treat him as a fucking Oonga Boonga crit beatstick and he destroys things. He's awesome. I love Babbage. He's such a fucking sicko. Do you make a lot of computing memes while he does that? No, he just makes like weird noises in my ear. And then of course my caster, my fucking... Charlotte. Charlotte, my beloved, my assassin, my level 100 baby who hits like a wet noodle. No matter what happens, I will always stand by her side. And she sucks. So I would love any opportunity to make her not suck. If I can make her a grand servant so that she can finally match up with the average 3-star, I would do it. The only redeeming quality about her is her NP, and even then her NP kind of sucks, and she can't gain NP fast enough. I love Charlotte. She's terrible. Yeah. I like her. She's a cutie. And last, I wonder who my berserker is, chat. I wonder who this could be. Definitely not my 120 Eric Blood Axe, the king with the bloody axe. Yeah, pretty obvious. Yeah, so that's my lineup. That Mori looks funny? He sure do. My Mori don't do that. Yeah, no, he is fantastic. And for the most part, do I use Babbage? I think I use Babbage's second ascension. His third ascension is a little too busy. Yeah, like the third, second, and then third. Yeah, I think that's solid. So this is who I'm gonna roll with on JP when this drops in spring. I think it was late spring, which means that we're probably gonna get it with Ordeal. Well, not with Ordeal Call 4, but we're gonna have time to experiment with it before Ordeal Call 4. For Grand Extra classes, okay. Well, if you want to see, let me quickly first. There we go. I'll be posting this on later. Let me make a list of whatever 7 in your ideal NA lineup, assuming you get everyone that you want before. I already kind of know what my NA lineup is going to be. If you want to know who like some of my like honorable mentions are for JP, there's one. One is Draco, for sure. I have a 120 Summer Airish, so she's there. Any of the alter egos? Not really. Wangina. I forget she has that. Yeah, Wangina would be on that list for me. I don't believe you can make Masha Grand Servant. Where's... Yep. Lohi. Absolutely, I would make a Grand. Because Bird Up. I skipped the Bab. Whoop. Oh, God, who else? Who are my... I'm trying to remember who all my 100 plus characters are on JP. I mean, well... Weber and Iori as well. Weber twice. Where's Iori? There he is.
Grand Verb.
These two. I want these two to be Grands. I love these two so much. Can you do Grand Beast? Yeah. I don't think that you're... as far as I'm aware, the class does not matter. Then for this one... I have a level 100 Jalter, so yeah, fuck it, we ball. Yeah. This would be the extra ones I would do. These are my honorable mentions. For JP. Now, let's talk NA. In which case, if we're going to be talking strictly NA, I don't know if I'm going to follow the class thing as closely, right? So we have Bargy. Ascension 1 Bargy. Bargus has to become a Grand Saber. It just has to happen, right? I don't understand why this would not happen. This has to happen. I have her 120 for God's sake. Another Saber who would be on this list for me. Mordred. I have Mordred level 100. I love Mordred. I am willing to give Mordred the crown to make her king. Because she deserves it. Mordred is worth it. Absolutely.
Mordred with glasses is proof that yes, You can improve upon perfection.
Glasses are very versatile. Garth. Grand Garth, I think, would need to happen as well. My Grand Lancer. I love her so much. My baby. My puppy. Head pats for the dumb dog. What a cutie. What a perfect creature. I love her so much. Oh my fucking god. I'm never gonna get over how much I love her. Yeah, I got your bean plush right here, girl. Next. Ushi. Of course, my first love. Ushi, my beloved. My sweet baby girl. So far, I have a bean plush of every single one of the servants I've listed for NA with the exception of Mordred. I'm looking at them all right now. They're eyeballing me just like, alright, who's next? My babies. My bean plushes. My sweet, sweet beans. I love them so much. I feel like Mordred is the easiest one to find. I could probably find a Mordred one. I just haven't looked for one. Maybe I'll pick one of those up later. Not right now, though. But yeah, Ushi, yeah, is... Unironically, Ushi is probably the first one I will Grand Servant because I have to. I'm, like, marriage contractually obligated to, right? And I don't mind it. I'm here for it. Alright. Caster. Grand Rats. We have to have Grand Rats, chat. Like, I don't understand. No, I don't think very many people are going to do... I don't think very many people are going to do a Grand Daikoku 10. So instead, I'm just going to, you know...
Rats, we are the rats. Celebrate another one of birthday bash. Michael, it's your birthday today. Take it ice cream, it's on its way. And Michael, take a good boy this year. Open up your lips.
Let those Daikoku jams spam, chat. Let them loose.
Rats, we are the rats. Celebrate another one of birthday bash. Michael, it's your birthday today. Take it ice cream, it's on its way. And Michael, take a good boy this year. Open up your lips while we all cheer. Michael, take a good boy this year. Open up your lips while we all cheer. Rats, we are the rats.
All right, yeah, the Daikoku, the Daikoku 10 has to happen. My love for the rats is immense. Give me one sec. I kind of just want to check my 100s. I kind of know them off the top of my head, but I just sometimes just like level a character on a whim. So give me one sec. I know. Let's talk about another one who I know is gonna happen. Grand Homeless Man. I need the Grand Homeless Man. My fucking dude. Grand Ozzy? Never. Never. That shit is not happening. Yeah, no. Grand Ezo has to happen. It'll be the best day of this sad, sad bum's life.
Klidge, I don't want to alarm you, but your stream title might have a spelling mistake. That's why I'm whispering it to you so that other people won't know.
Got it. Well. Okay. So I'm looking at my level 100s on NA right now, and here's who they are. Bargist, Gareth, and Ushi are all 120, right? Mordred, Jane, Canis, Daikokuten, Izo, Rikyu, Himiko, Go, and Abby are all level 100. So there's definitely... I have one slot left. Go is like an obvious choice, right? Make Van Gogh a Grand Foreigner. She would love that. She would love that. But we also have a lot of servants kind of rolling up in the next like few years. I mean, if I could do Grand Mash, I would do Grand Mash, but I don't think they're gonna let me. Let me just take a peek at who's coming up. None of them. Though Grand Mara would be really funny. Grand Bazet would be kind of cool. So would Grand Tiamat. I'm not really interested in moon cancers too terribly much, so... The rulers... Himiko, I feel like, is the funniest one. Because who's gonna do a Grand Himiko? You know what I mean? Where can you show off your lists? You can do it in FGO, JP, or in my Discord if you would like. Grand Himiko, I kind of like the idea of. I love using Himiko. I will argue forever that she's one of the most versatile, like pseudo supports in the game. If not one of the most like versatile units in the whole game, just because her entire kit can be used as a support character or as a DPS character, and she's effective in both roles. Van Gogh, though, is a good choice, I think. Van Gogh's a good choice. Abby would be kind of nice. The foreigner that started it all. My daughter. What are pretenders? Eh. I mean, I do have a level 100 Jane, but I don't know if I would make her a grand. Of my level 100s, Jane is probably the one I use the least. Though I do use her more now that I have the Scotty system. Okay, here's a question for you, chat. And if you're on YouTube right now, comment down below if you think this is true. What percentage of people are going to just shut off their brain completely? They're not going to think about it. They're not going to like consider any other option, and they just do this. She's the best character in the game. I don't want to use this to express my love. I'm just going to just do this for her.
Yay!
Kimiko Jin, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hope that you enjoy your stay. Now, This is not a diss at the character of Artoria. Because Castoria, I love her character. She's really funny. She's really funny. She's really cute. And I'm sure a lot of people will, you know, for just for her personality, will do that. But very specifically, I want you to tell me what percentage of people, if you're watching this on YouTube, leave a comment. What percentage of people are going to do it strictly for the gameplay? Strictly for the gameplay. They're going to no brain think about anything else. It's just me gameplay meta. Me only care about meta. Castoria is meta. Me make her Grand Caster. By the way, I believe we've just passed 3,000 followers. On Twitch. So thank you so much for everybody for popping in and supporting the channel. Assuming that number is correct, at least. It says we have 3,001 since Kimiko Chin. Thank you so much. Very, very kind of you. Congratulations on being number 3,000. Your prize is... I didn't prepare for this. Your prize is my eternal affection. Yeah, but I will not be doing that for Castoria. As much as I like Castoria, I will not be doing that for Castoria. If we're talking about our close-knit community, then like 30 to 40%. I'm talking about the FGO community as a whole. Look, if it's my community is so split on Lost Belt 6 because my community has so many contrarians in it who, even if they think Lost Belt 6 is great, they're going to be like, well, actually... The subtle nuances that can be found in Lost Belt 4 far outweigh those that can be found in Lost Belt 6. But yeah, I unironically, I have such an affection for the Saber class. Would I do a Grand Benny Enma? I don't have Benny at 100 yet, but I would. I would absolutely make Benny Enma level 100 by the time this happens on NA. I love Benny. Benny is like a sleeper favorite of mine. I never really talk about her unless she comes up. I never really, like, you know, mention her. Don't really use her too terribly much. But anytime I get the chance, I will praise Benny Enma for being one of my favorite servants. But would I make her the Grand? I have two Sabers. I need more variety. I need more variety than two Sabers. Which I don't have an Archer. Sugitani again isn't the worst idea.
Speaking of Benny Enma, I last T-20 square on her recent banner and stopped myself.
She's worth it, dude. I love Benny so much. Yeah, not many archers I really would want to grand up. The Grand Nobunaga would be kind of funny, but I don't think I would do that. Grand Habernian is actually really a fun idea. I mean, I could also go back to my roots and make Grand... Oh my god, actually. Grand Coup Altar. Coup Altar has a special place in my heart for being, like, a servant I used for so long. Right? Grand Man? That's not a bad idea either. I think I would do this. I think I might do this. That said, Grand Man is very funny, and I do want to take him to 100. And if I remember right, his Bond CE is really good. Let me double check that, because I could be speaking out of my ass here. But if I'm remembering correct, his Bond CE is actually, like, pretty decent. It's yes, Bonsai is really good. Increase own NP damage by 30%. Give self guts 1 time. Insanely good Bonsai for him. Yeah, you know what? I would grand the man. The only character I don't have on NA currently, but I would grand a man. He can bonk twice. Yes. Yeah, I would very much. I would grand man. Grand man would be cool. He'd become 2 punch man with CE. Is it a second punch if you died with the first one but then came back? Maybe? I don't know. Yeah, I think that'd be it for me. This here. There's my lineup. Save it. After Punch Man, yeah. So, that's good. That's good for me. So, fellas, let me know in the YouTube comments as well, who is your group going to be? Who are your 7 going to be? If you play on NA, you can do the forethought thing with this. Or if you play on JP, look forward to it. It should be happening this spring. Let me know who you guys are going to pick. I'm very interested. For now, though, if you want to do this, the link will be in the description. Or, you know, if you're on Twitch right now, it is currently linked above. I will catch you all on YouTube later. Hopefully you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Keep your chin up, lads. Peace out. Later.